a National Assembly member from the north proposed a bill of Sharia law to be enshrined, included into Nigeria constitution in a secular nation like Nigeria. See the effrontery, see the audacity, the confidence where somebody go come up, propose a bill that the Sharia law, a particular set of religion, a particular set of people, their law should be included in the constitution that will also be effective on other religious practice. Kai, somebody will get mind, stand up, propose such a bill that the Sharia law should be included, enshrined into Nigerian constitution. As at how? You see where the country don't they head to? They don't get tired of using terrorists and banditry. They are tired now of using terrorism to intimidate Nigerians, or terrorism to create genocide, Christian genocide in Nigeria. It be like that one don't take a lot of time. It's taking too much time for them to achieve their goals. Now they want to use the constitution. They are beginning now to push their agenda publicly. You are telling a nation like Nigeria to enshrine Sharia law in its constitution. And when they see the handwriting on the wall, say this kind of people now them will be the Boko Haram and terrorist sponsors. When they see the handwriting on the wall, say this genocide that we are talking about, now the people where they sponsor and let them be this. If somebody will get mine in a country that we are already fighting against Sharia law that is practiced in some part of the country, in a free nation like Nigeria.
Mr. Speaker, our constitution allows for freedom of worship of all religions. Mr. Speaker, we would not sit in this hollow chamber and restrict ourselves to just a few. If we begin to put such components into the constitution, tomorrow the ecclesiastical faction comes up. The day after, the traditional faction comes up. The day after, all other components begin to come up. And what happens to our grand norm that is supposed to be the foundation of our existence? Mr. Speaker, Nigeria has never limited anybody from practicing his religion. You go to states like in the north where you have Sharia being practiced as the criminal code for those states. It is because it's peculiar to them as a people and as a persons. By the time we begin to expand it and bring it into our constitution, we are not an Islamic state. We're a secular state. We're not a celestial state. We're a secular state. We are not a traditional worship state. We're a secular state that respects and gives everybody a sense of belonging. We're a nation. We need to be sensitive to the mood and the existence, freedom of speech, freedom of association, to live in happiness, not a scenario whereby there could be some misconceptions. To this end, I wish to crave the indulgence of the sponsor of this bill that he steps it down for more legislative input, and consultation, which would be more in tune with our beliefs and the norms. But I do not believe it is a legislation that should pass for second reading. I so submit.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my respected colleagues. I want to comment as the second to the last speaker spoke. In fact, the bill that was moved by the sponsor, we are supposed to commend him. I agree Nigeria is a secular state where we have different opinions, traditions, religion, and what have you. But if you see this motion or this bill, it will help Nigerians to know that these commercial banks, especially Taj Bank and what have you, Many people have perceived that these banks are specifically for Muslim, while it is not. So by expanding this nature, I believe when it is encompasses to everybody, many people will see the benefit of this bill, and I believe in the near future, many people will see that the mover put this in a right direction. Thank you very much.
Honorable Kuya.
I rise to add my voice to this all-important motion for a bill to amend our constitution with respect to the expansion of the description of Islamic law. Let me start by saying that the constitution mandates our government that they shall not adopt any religion as a state religion, meaning that Nigeria is a secular state. Number two is the fact that Section 38 is very clear as to the rights given to all Nigerians in terms of choice of religion and how they worship. Section 2 goes further to say that Nigeria is a federation consisting of the federal government and then the state governments, giving the states the liberality to adopt whatever kind of law they want to use in governing their people. And that's why we have some states with all this Sharia law and all of that. They are permitted to do it, the State House of Assembly. But the Constitution, as a ground norm that governs all of us, the traditional institutions, the Obas in the Yoruba land, the Igwe in the east, the Shakiri, the Fulanis, the Hausas, gives us only one right, the right to choose whichever one we want. We can therefore not allow this constitution to become so filled with frivolities that is supposed to be the mandate of the state. We have all been clamoring for physical federalism. Give more power to the state to do it the way they want, to do it in the way of the culture of their people. And that's why I will want to implore the mover of this motion to please allow us to please step down this amendment for the time being, so that we can deliberate more on it. Because of course, from the way I see it,